At 6:05 p.m. on September 17th, a strange message appeared in the Eclipse SMP Discord as part of an event. This message was written in a language that I couldn't understand, but that I had seen before. It was the language of the voidlings, a race within the series that were... I guess you could say they were mysterious. But I decided that I would sit down and I would crack the entire language on my own. After all, there was a massive back and forth after this first message, and as a result, it's the most voidling characters that I had ever seen in one place, and was the perfect chance to finally decipher this secretive language. I decided to start by trying to decipher the sender, since odds are it was a character I was familiar with. The person who sent it to the Discord told me whose character it was, but most people on this server play multiple characters, which of course made things a bit more complicated. I was going to just go through one by one all of the different characters they'd played, but I had a hunch. And my hunch turned out to be right. With a little elbow grease, I was able to figure out that the sender's name was Vivian Phantasmus, which gave me a lot to work with in cracking the rest of the language. With so many unique letters, all I had to do was just substitute in some other ones in place of the unknown symbols, and we could form words. And eventually, crack the entire thing. Context clues would be key, but we made progress quickly. And eventually, I was able to who also translate the receiver. Well, shit. You see, Vivian has a bit of a history with making deals with beings that they probably shouldn't be making deals with. So this message set off a few 100,000 alarm bells in my head. But it did give me a few more letters, so I immediately set on to translating the rest of the message. It was slow work, but eventually I got the whole message cracked. I'll read it out for you now. It's been silence for a while. You still out there? I hope I didn't forget to add you to the wish that got me out of that situation. Can I get a sign? Something? I have so many unanswered questions. Well, I guess that all the alarm bells going off in my head were not precisely warranted. Honestly, I felt like kind of an idiot for panicking this much. The panic finally subsided a bit, but I mean, yeah, it did shake me a bit when this message came through, but honestly, figuring this out, it yeah. I felt like an idiot. Nothing was wrong to begin with. There was no urgent reason to translate this. None of my favorite characters were in danger. But honestly, this series is just so special. I wanted to make sure that the characters I cared about were okay. Due to the massive amount of viewer interaction, I feel like part of the story a lot of the time, and that's amazing. They always say that everyone is their own main character. Even when all you have is words, you can make a very big difference in this series, for better or for worse. And that's part of what makes it special. The series was never about solving mysteries. It was about telling a story. Not just about watching one, but being part of it. The story of this series isn't there to be solved. It's there to be changed. And that's how I translated the entire voidling language on my own. I know this video was definitely not like the kind of thing I usually make, and I don't know if I'm ever going to make anything about this again. But I enjoyed making this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. But also, I would like to rant for a minute. Who the heck decided that G and Q should be the same character? Because, to whoever decided that, I just want to talk. I just want to talk. That's it. I just want to talk. Seriously, I got hung up on this longer than anything else. If these were different symbols, it would have been so much easier. This one thing made this so much harder than it should have been. Why? Anyway, that's enough of my rant. And honestly, that's all I've got. I hope you guys enjoyed this stupid little video for some reason. This series is very special to me and is very unique in a lot of ways. Of course, there will be links to the series itself down in the description for those who are interested. And just, well, I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you guys next time.